Hello everyone, welcome to ScienceCruoster English by Soham Khan. Today we are going to discuss characteristic features of living beings, structural organization, growth, response to stimuli, consumption of food, respiration, excretion, and reproduction. Introduction. Earth is a unique planet in our solar system that supports life. Earth is made up of minerals, rock, soil, water, and has numerous plant and animal species. Plant and animals need food, oxygen, and other materials for their survival. All living components are dependent on the non living components for their survival. Both living and non living things together constitute environment. Thus, environment can be defined as a collection of all the living and non living elements and their effects that influence all life forms. Environment comprises two components, namely biotic and abiotic components. The biotic component includes all the living elements. Example include plants, animals, and microorganisms. The abiotic component includes all the non-living elements. Example include soil, water, etc. Living beings are characterized by some specific features, and these features are not found in non-living things. Characteristic features of living beings. Living organisms are made up of cells. A cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life in all living organisms. Based on the number of cells, organisms are classified into two groups, unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular is made up of one cell. Single cell performs all life functions, eating, reproduce, read waste, move. Example, amoeba or bacteria. Multicellular made of more than one cell. Specialized for cells perform different line function. Nerve cells, humans. Transformation of cells to organism. First, there is a single cell. Many cells join together to form tissues, and many tissues join together to form organs, and many different organs make together organ system, and many organ system makes organism. What is growth? A growth is the irreversible increase of an organism's size over a given period. Synonym development, maturation, the process of growth. Living things tend to grow throughout their lifespan. However, it is a process that happens periodically and in stages. Growth usually commences with the presence of a singular cell. What is response to stimuli? In general, cellular response to stimuli is defined as a change in state or activity of a cell in terms of movement, secretion, enzyme production, or gene expression. Receptors on cell surface are sensing components that monitor stimuli and respond to changes in the environment by relaying the signal to a control center for further processing and response. What is reproduction? In a general sense, reproduction is one of the most important concepts in biology. It means making a copy, a likeness, and therapy providing for the continuous existence of species. Although reproduction is often considered solely in terms of the production of offspring in animals and plants, the more general meaning has far greater significance to living organisms. To appreciate this fact, the origin of life and the evolution of organisms must be considered. One of the first characteristics of life that emerged in primeval times must have been the ability of some primitive chemical system to make copies of itself. at its lowest level. Therefore, reproduction is chemical replication. As evolution progresses, cells of successively higher levels of complexity must have arisen, and it was absolutely essential that they had the ability to make likenesses of themselves in unicellular organisms. The ability of one cell to reproduce itself means the reproduction of a new individual in multicellular organism. However, it means growth and regeneration. Multicellular organisms also reproduce in the strict sense of term term, that is, they make copies of themselves in the form of offspring, but they do not in a variety of ways, many involving complex organs and elaborate hormonal mechanisms. Consumption of food. Autotrophic nutrition. Before understanding autotrophic nutrition, we must look into the meaning of the term nutrition itself. Nutrition is the process of ingesting and using food. The collected food is used to supply energy for the organism's different metabolic functions. During this procedure, carbohydrates are the most prevalent source of energy in food, which is an organic material. Food also includes fats and proteins. Glucose, often known as simple sugar, is the most basic carbohydrate meal. Starch is a more complicated food that is also generated from glucose. Let us now answer the question of what is autotrophic nutrition. In layman terms, the word can be spelled into auto, self, trophic nutrition. The exact meaning of this word is cell nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is a process in which the organism produces its food from simple inorganic materials such as water, carbon dioxide, and mineral salts. In the presence of sunlight, all the green plants have an autotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is a mode of gaining complex but pre-made food. Organisms that are heterotrophic have to acquire and consume organic substance. They come across. All non-green plants and animals are heterotrophic in nature and depend on autotrophs for food. What is respiration? The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the atmosphere and the body cells, including inhalation and exhalation, diffusion of oxygen from the pulmonary alveoli to the blood and of carbon dioxide from the blood to the alveoli, followed by the transport of oxygen to and carbon dioxide from the blood body cells. What is expression? Expression is observed in very living organisms. Hence, it is an important life process. Excretory products are created as a byproduct of metabolic and non-metabolic activities. The waste products animals generate are classified as either metabolic waste or non-metabolic waste. Metabolic waste are generated as a byproduct of metabolic activities. Examples of metabolic waste include gases, liquids, and solids. Non-metabolic wastes are generated when a substance is no longer usable or digestible by an organism. Even plants excrete waste. For instance, the process of photosynthesis results in the creation of oxygen and water. Both these substances are considered as waste products and require removal. Even unicellular organisms produce waste products. Thiobacillus denitrification, a denitrifying sulfur bacteria, produces nitrogen gas as the excretory product. Rubber trees exude latex and resin as waste product. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like this video, then follow the channel and comment.